What's up everyone, how's it going? Today's weather is fantastic and that's why I put my setup next to the window because it's raining and it's beautiful but a bit of a sad news. It's so windy outside, let me show you all. So the biggest worry is that last night there were few coconuts falling and luckily my car is not parked there. You see that? The amount of coconuts. Okay, so very simple. Yes, my bike actually fell on the floor. I don't know if this is because of the dog shit lying there, but yes, the wheel was on that, and also I had a flat tire. So when I was putting it on the main stand, it actually wobbled, and then it just slipped from my hand, and stupid, idiotic mistake by me. And I just quickly thought that why not, pick the bike and show you guys. Footage acha nahi hai, but I've taken from the phone. And while I was picking this bike, as you can see, I was wearing flip-flops, so avoid that. But the best part is that I thought it will be very tough to pick a 200 kilo above motorcycle. I could pick that very easily. In fact, I was like, wow, this is so good. The crash guard did help. However, the brake lever got bent, which I will manually make it straight because decent cast iron. Fortunately, it has not affected my brake assembly. So it is only the lever, which I will straighten it by myself. Bar end got turned. You can see that. First experience to lift my bike. Nothing on the levers. It was completely flat. Then I put the phone on to show you guys how I'm lifting it. Nothing. I put the side stand on. Did a squat position. Held the handle like this. And lifted up. Plus I have a puncher now. But manna padega yaar, the bike is so sturdy. Literally yaar, the whole bike was lying down and I removed the phone. I was holding the bike down and I removed the phone just to shoot, so that I should let you guys know what went through. I'm sure the angle was wrong and everything because bike mere haath mein thi. And the best part is when this bike hit the floor, actually it was resting near the belly area, and then I just touched it and it went at least 1/3 out, so it gave me enough leverage to scoop myself in. But guys, mirror quality ko bhi manna padega. You see that the entire bike was resting on this and halka sa bend hai. You see the alignment gone off. Isko main realign bhi kar sakta hu, not a problem. The whole deal is to find the nail first. Boom. Right there. Well, talking about my new indicators, Abhideep might come today. I'll call him. If he comes and gives me hands over, I will show it to you all. This is exactly the indicator with me since more than 1.5 years. These are the retro old school ones, and I'm sure you guys will like this more than my last setup which I did. These are all experiments because I have free time, I have products lying around, so I do it. It is not to endorse these brands or something like that. So there are a lot of videos I will do out of my actual DIY skills. So yes, I'm going to put this indicator again. So for the indicators, I'm going to actually disturb Siddhant again. Okay, I'm going to call him and say, hey, I have to join these vines. Abhi to kiya tha. And I'm like, dude, let's do this because all four look similar. They look really old school. Also today in this video, I'll be adding these mirrors because that's one's bent. The best part about that other bar end mirror, it got bent, but it is so strong that I can straighten it, but that'll take time. Till then, I'll fix this on the motorcycle. Okay, all set to remove the wheel of Interceptor 650. I'm carrying my toolkit, which you guys have seen a million times in my videos. Still, I get questions, where did I get this from? This is from Amazon. This is actually a gift, but you can get it from Amazon. I think around 2,000 rupees. Taparia 46 piece set. This is a blessing in disguise. This is my go-to toolbox for everything. But I'm carrying this as well because the bigger nut for the wheel will require this for sure. And my new mirrors, which I'll add till I repair the bar end mirrors. I'm putting this here so I can hold this. The weather is so good that I decided to open it on my own. Secondly, he was charging me 200 rupees just to remove the wheel. And yes, there's going to be a lot of queries on my channel that why don't we have a permanent solution for these punchers. Regarding that topic, we'll have a separate discussion. Oh my god! Where did you come from? Oh my God, what's up, Goku? ये खुद से घूम रहा है क्या Goku? Oh my God, I don't know where the owner is. Goku's here. This was damn easy. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually pulling this. Shaft is out. Yes, your wheel axle. So the wheel is out. I have removed. These are the bearings. That's his sprocket. You can see all that. What I've done is I've just tilted the bike basically with one hand force and removed the wheel out. Actually, this whole job took seriously 15 minutes of removing everything, then around 10 minutes of struggle from the chain sprocket. The tough part is putting it back. I know that. So I just got a call from Amazon. The guy is down with the new tail light setup. Yeah, so the Amazon guy is here, so I'm going to collect my tail light. Too excited. So Abhideep has arrived and he has got my indicators back, which will look retro as fish. And guess what? His father actually did something amazing. So this was only till here and it could not fit, means it could not extend. This is the original one which is in his hand, and this is what Abhideep's father actually extended by doing a lathe work. Uncle, अगर आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, thank you so much. This is a very big help. Payment देना है क्या? नहीं. So thank you so much for this, and I'm sure ये बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. और इसके लिए भी LED बल्ब सोर्स करेंगे आगे जाके. फिलहाल we use the retro one. कर खुला ही है, डब्बा खींच ले. So this is the bloody nail, and now taking this towards the car. Let's go, bro. बचपन खेलने वाला था, ये मेहनत वाला है काम. अरे एक सेकंड. Shit यार, देख रहे हो आप लोग मेहनत. This is what happens. The entire camera fell down. Luckily I put my feet there. रिफ्लेक्स देखो मेरा. ओके, और यहाँ पे पूरा गियर भरा हुआ है, जिसका वीडियो अलग से आने वाला है आप लोग के लिए. एक आया ना,
अभी चेक कर लेता हूँ. एक दिख रहा है,
वो नेल निकाला ना,
अंदर है.
सो फेलियर. यस, बहुत ट्राई किया हम लोग ने, बहुत ट्राई किया. 90% वी गॉट द जॉब डन, बट द अलाइनमेंट इज द मेन थिंग. दैट्स वेयर इट्स नॉट फिटिंग. नारियल गिरा. So he has removed the caliper. If you, this is the biggest pain, putting the brake calipers. The hub and the chain, we have put that very easily. Very smooth job, easy. So,
Okay friends, I'm back home and I'm just editing this vlog for you guys and quickly summarizing everything what happened today. I understand how difficult it is to replace the rear tire, or basically remove the rear tire of Interceptor and fit it back. Removing was piece of cake. It happened in like literally 15-20 minutes. It was easy. Putting it back is tough. So I spoke to the guy who does this often, and he clearly told me that it's better that if you remove the brake calipers completely out of the segment. So I have done that past on a Himalayan. The challenging part was definitely the brake calipers, nothing else. Putting the chain back, putting the drive, the shaft, the bearings as well as the sprocket is seriously piece of cake. It's very easy to put it back. The only problem is fitting the brake calipers, because the brake caliper actually has an extra bracket which goes near the frame, you know, and that's very challenging. All the job is done, and what I didn't like is when I called this guy, I told him that please remove the wheel again because I've already done half of the job. In fact, more than half. He's like, no, it looks fine, it's flowing well. So he didn't check on the sprocket side, nothing. He just removed the brake caliper, shifted the tire, put the shaft in, put the caliper, and he was done. And he charged me 100 rupees for that, but fair enough. In such a situation, he came and he quickly did it. Now my problem is I feel the tire is free, but at certain point it is not free. because the chain tensioner setting is changed. There are a lot of things, so I've decided that I'll go to Ishna Service Center and tell them the whole story, and I'll actually plan to open the wheel again because I want to re-grease the bearings properly. I don't want any problem when it comes to braking, ABS or anything as such. Right now I took a test ride, the bike is fine. Keep it on the main stand and try to move the tire. It moves fine, but I still feel a little rigidness. So I think I will get this serviced at Ishna if they do it. If not, I will take it to the garage, put it on the forklift and do it on my own. So finally I've replaced the mirrors also for a while, and there are a lot of new videos coming your way, so stay tuned. And as usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off, Raj from Rad Moto. Time to edit.